Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip, and today we're going to be talking about CRONOS Coin, and we're going to be talking about some of the FUD that's been coming out. Now, this FUD is actually pretty bad news. Recently, you may have heard that Cryptocom laid off over 260 workers. Now, to be matter of fact about this, back in June they laid off 260 workers. Just recently, they laid off as many as 1,000 or maybe more workers here, and this comes after just recently they said that they wouldn't be doing any more layoffs. So a lot of the community was troubled. A lot of folks that were let go are on Glassdoor right now talking a lot about kind of how they broke a promise in some regards. So is this bearish, and is this something that we need to be concerned about as a community? And why are they breaking their word of a sort, and why are they actually laying off workers right now? Is this a problem? We're going to talk about this in today's video. I'm going to dive deep into this one. I've mentioned it a little bit in my previous video where we talked a little bit about how many CRO do you need to be a millionaire. Make sure you check that one out after this one, or you can jump over there now if you want. But we're going to talk about this story here in depth on this layoff. So if you haven't done so already, smash your like button, subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you take advantage of the free link in the description down below. You can get up to $4,100 when you sign up and open up a trade on Femex. So check that out. Also, hit the notification bell if you like the content, because I got 3 videos coming to you guys every single day. That's just how we do it here at the Crypto Report. I'm going to take a peek here at the charts, and I just want to just show you guys real quick. We're in the red. Markets are going down. This is a bad news story. Crypto.com laying off workers. Well, is this a problem? Here's the theory, guys. So at a glance, it looks very bearish, right? It doesn't sound good, but it's not. And here's why. We are in a bear market. As a cryptocurrency holder, as somebody investing in Bitcoin or Ethereum, you want to buy when the market's low and you want to sell when it's high, right? You buy when there's blood in the streets and you sell when everybody's greedy, correct? So now, flash forward, well, let's actually jump back in time to the previous bull market where FOMO happens, right? How do we get to the highs that we get to in crypto? FOMO occurs, fear of missing out. People panic into the market. And now we're in a bear market where people panic out of the market. As people panic into the market during a bull market, these crypto exchanges are overloaded. They have, a couple hundred employees, and these crypto exchanges are very overloaded. And it's a very difficult time for these exchanges to probably keep up with demand, keep up with capacity. So Crypto.com had a huge onslaught of huge hiring of workers. They hired so many people during the previous bull market, and now the markets are down. The cash flow would theoretically be less, right? They're going to be making less money with less traffic to their exchange, and the markets aren't doing good. Their investments in tokens that they're invested in probably aren't doing so good. So the goal for Crypto.com right now is to survive a bear market, just like you and me. We're trying to accumulate. Okay, so now that we talked about the goal is to accumulate for both you and me and FTX or Crypto.com, that's exactly what they're doing. And that's exactly what you have to take out of this story of Crypto.com laying off workers. Why are they laying off workers? It's my opinion, and I believe it makes perfect sense, that they're trying to keep their balance sheets high, which, by the way, they are. They have great balance sheets, but they're trying to stay competitive against these other exchanges out there, FTX and Binance, which have been acquiring quite a few companies as of late. How are they going to do that? They're going to buy sponsored partners, just like they've done in the past. Like Crypto.com previously, and it's coming up actually, they got to deal with the FIFA World Cup. In 2022, they will be the official sponsor. That's coming up soon, so that's bullish in itself. That's one thing, but that's not cheap. They need cash to get those partnerships, right? Another thing, the Crypto.com arena, maybe you've heard of it. All these fights, right? These are fights, these are pay-per-view fights. These is where the Lakers play, the LA Kings, the Clippers. This is happening, so the Los Angeles Lakers and the LA Kings, this is happening at the Crypto.com arena. This is fantastic. Morgan Wallen is going, right? Michael Bublé. Think about all these acts that are coming to this huge arena, and everybody that goes there to see the LA Kings, the Clippers, the Lakers, any of these teams, any of these artists are going to see, this is great advertising. This ain't cheap. They need cash. Also, the UFC, they have the partnership with UFC, by the way, and they have their own NFT line with the UFC. And then, of course, anywhere you go, you can probably see turn on the TV. You'll see CNBC is using Crypto.com as a sponsor. These things are not cheap, and they're staying competitive. So why do they fire all these workers, and what does this have to do with one with the other? They want more cash, and it's not great, right? I don't feel good that the employees are losing their job, but also a company's goal is to stay strong and survive and compete, and they're trying to stick around for the long term. So if you're a holder, you should look at this as bullish, because really they're trying to stick around. They're doing everything in their power, and they're strong. They're just trying to stay even stronger to be able to buy more of these. So this is already stuff that they've spent money on. These ad campaigns with the UFC, with not only UFC, but these arenas, right? The Crypto.com arena, with this World Cup sponsorship, F1 racing. They're going after more. Recently, you probably saw that they're acquiring exchanges. They acquired this exchange in South Korea, a couple firms actually, and now they've got approval to work in South Korea, just like they're now expanding into the UK and Canada, which is very exciting. And now you got to see too, why is this so important that they need to keep doing this? Because look, FTX, just Google this, FTX list of acquisitions. This is so common knowledge that you can Google that, and it gives you, they bought Blockfolia, they bought LedgerX, Liquid Global, Storybook Ball. They're looking, I believe, at BitGo. There's another exchange they're looking at, I think it's BitGo. There's other exchanges that they've acquired lately. They talked about buying Celsius, about buying BlockFi. They've got ownership and stake. I think they own 17% of Robinhood. So my point is in order for Crypto.com to compete against FTX, this is exactly what they need to do. So I feel very, very poorly for the folks that, right now are trying to just, keep a job right at Crypto.com and the people that lost their job. But from a leadership perspective at Crypto.com, I can understand maybe where they came from. It's a tough decision. Leadership is tough decisions. Now, I'll say this. I truly, truly wish that Crypto.com team, saw this coming, because we know that there's bull markets and we know that there's bear markets. And I think the reason they're laying off the workers that they need to now is maybe they overhired a little bit. But in the same breath, you got to note that the other cryptocurrency exchanges also had to let go of a lot of workers. So it's not just Crypto.com, it's just that they're doing kind of a second round. Maybe they laid off less workers in the beginning, and maybe other exchanges just kind of dumped a lot of workers right out of the gate. So maybe they tried to do the right thing, and now it's coming across as bad publicity. But really, guys, it's good publicity. You just got to kind of look at the story the right way, in my opinion, right? This is not financial advice. This is our opinion here at the Crypto Report. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. That's all I got for you today. Keeping it short and sweet. If you like the content, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, you got to remember to DCA HODL, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody, and make sure you got 2 videos right here that you guys can check out, so check out the content. We love you when you show up and join the community. Thanks all. Have a great night.